Saoirse Fagan had blood on her hands. She turned them over in her lap and studied her palms and fingertips. The crimson stain couldn't be seen, but it was there. She knew it, could feel it seeping into her bones, forever changing who she was. The carriage slowed and rumbled to a stop. Saoirse's gaze lifted to the roof of the enclosed cabin she'd been riding in, an undeserved kindness from the Harris Temples as she left their employ at Waterstown House. The walls, covered in a rich burgundy fabric, spoke of an opulence Saoirse would never know. And, truth be told, she found it uncomfortable. The blast of fresh air when she opened the carriage door was a welcome reminder of her true station. She climbed out, grateful that Burke hadn't lumbered down from the driver's seat to open the door for her. She didn't deserve it. The biting February wind whipped her cloak around her unsteady legs as she headed to the back to unhitch her small carpet bag from the hold. "Thanks, Burke," she called, shielding her eyes from the sun as she glanced up at him. He nodded gravely. "Sorry I canna stay. Her ladyship made it very clear I'm to make it to Letterkenny before dark." Saoirse flapped her hand. Why should he stay? There was nothing for him to do. She was more than capable of carrying her one bag, containing the few possessions that remained to her in this world. All she truly had were the clothes she'd worn that fateful day when she left for Waterstown House. But so many charitable donations had been given to her, and for that she was truly grateful. But now the items weighed down her bag like 100 pounds of lead, as they seemed to carry with them the weight of all she'd done. "Don't give it another thought," she answered Burke finally. "I'll be grand, so." He tugged the brim of his flat cap and nodded again, before hitching the reins and rumbling away. Saoirse watched the rig roll over the hill and out of sight, then turned her attention to the foreboding structure in front of her. Though called Drumboe Castle, it didn't much resemble what Saoirse considered a castle to be. Vines crept up its outer walls, which had been plastered and whitewashed, and stretched 3 stories tall,